it's Anna here, and in today's video I'm going to show you how to make this gorgeous card. I'm calling it an offset side step card. So I made this earlier in the week. I did come across something similar in a YouTube video, which I will link below. Definitely worth having a watch. I've completely changed the measurements to it, but is a similar type of style. So in this one here, what I have done also, I've used the beautiful new Jar of Flowers stamp set, which has an array of different bunches of flowers with the mason jars, which I absolutely love. And also these stamp sets have a reversible stamp in them, which is something new as well. So on one side it's a solid piece, and the other side you'll just get the outline. So 2 for 1 in those, which is great. So I really enjoyed using this set, and I'll go ahead now and show you how I made the card. So in today's tutorial, I'm actually only going to show you how to construct the actual frame of this card. So I will give you all the measurements for the matting that I have used on this particular card. However, you may choose to use a different stamp set, or even decorate it on these sections here, as opposed to me lifting that image above. So without further ado, I'll get to all the measurements and construction of the card. So I've put together this template, which will show you roughly where you need to cut and score for this card. So this is actually half the length of an A4 sheet, which is in length 29.6 centimeters, and I think something like 11 inches and 11/16 of an inch. And then in the width here, it's 4 1/8. What I will do is I will put a link to this template in my video description. I haven't thought of how I'm going to do that yet, but we'll do it once the video is released. And then it's just a matter of putting in a couple of cut lines and then a few score lines. So what I'll do is I will put this aside and we'll get onto it. So first of all, what we're going to do is put in these 2 cut lines. So what we need to do is each of these are going to be 3/4 of an inch in from each edge. So what we'll be doing is just lining that up there. Now what I've done, I've actually marked on here where that will be. So I will just move this here at the start, and then I will just cut to that point. Now I think I just need to go a little smidge over, and that's that. Then what you would do is you would lift it up, and then here once again at the 3/4 point, which is just sort of there, we just line that up again. Now you may have an easier way to do this, whatever is easiest for you. This was going to be the easiest way for me, so I'll just move that across. Perfect. Okay, so what we've got here on the scoreboard, what we need to do is some of these lines will only go between the cuts. There will be ones that go only to the cuts, or one that goes only to the cuts from the edges, and then one fully through. And obviously that one there is between the cuts as well. So what we'll do is, however easiest this is for you, whether you use a ruler to help you out, sometimes, you know, when you're not going from the very top, it can be a bit tricky, but if you sort of, you know, just very gently sort of go down, that first one there is going to be at 3/4 of an inch, just between the 2 cut lines. Then the next one will be at 1.5 inches. So the next along will be this one here, which is 5 1/4. That goes just to the cut line. Now because this is all the way here, just so I don't skip over one, I'm just going to pop that there and then continue after the cut. The next one will be at 6 inches between the 2 cuts, and that's the end of the cuts. And then all the way across here, 8 1/4, just all the way down. So that's pretty much it. So what we'll do is we'll go into how to fold those to get that look. Okay, so now we're ready to fold all our pieces. So starting from this end here, we're going to do a mountain fold. So just gently press on that. We'll be able to go over these, and you'll find as you're going through, it just helps if you sort of don't go all the way through, because you just don't want that to bend too much. Then this next one is going to be a valley fold. So we'll just make a crease in that. Then this one will be a mountain fold. And then this one here, also a mountain fold. So then now you can see that this is starting to build some dimension here. So what we want to do, oops, sorry about this, all thumbs and fingers. Okay, so basically this is what we should have. So we should now be able to put that all flat. And what you do want to do is use a bone folder just to burnish on those creases. So that will be completely flat now. And the other thing you need to do then is, this is another valley fold, and that will be the last of the folds. So basically that's it. It's pretty straightforward. It looks pretty impressive for a fairly simple card once you know how to put it all together. So that's the base of the card. When it stands up, you'll be able to see that it has that sort of, I suppose, a little bit like a Z or type shape, and then you can either utilize this middle bit and have things sort of, you know, popped up, or use, as I have, use the frame to attach something on that to really bring up the 3D image on that. In this instance, obviously I used my card here to put the message. However, if you want to extend your decoration or scene or something, you could actually even utilize the back and pop the message there, depending on how you want to decorate it. So that's basically that. So just letting you know, what I'll do is I'll run through now all these optional matting pieces. So if you choose to mat the pieces like I have here, so I'll just pop that out the way. So basically this is what we've got. Now this one here, we'll have 2 of these. Now they're 1/2 inch and they're 5 inches wide, or long should I say, and 1/2 inch. All these sort of narrow pieces, they're all 1/2 inch. Now you need 2 of those. This smaller piece here, now I'll just double check, oh sorry, that'll be 1/2 inch by 2 3/4, and that is obviously for the 2 there. Then there's this piece here, which is 1 piece, and that'll be at 2 5/8. Now other mat pieces, we've got this one here, which is 2 inches by 2 3/8, and then I've got this one here, which is 4 1/4 by 2 3/8. So once again, you'll be able to see that on the template I've put together, and that'll help you, you know, work out all those mat sizes. As I said, if you wanted to use this as your message mat, then what you can do is cut a piece, which I have done here, which is 3 1/4 by 3 7/8. So just a little bit bigger than a square there. So that's all it is to it. So I hope you all give this a go. I'd love to see any finished products, and all the best of luck. Thanks for watching. See you later.